preventing what would have likely been a goal for the Lady Hornets in the first half. Can't quite see who the sub is, waiting to check in for Sylvan Hills, but as soon as we get a number, we will definitely pass it along to you. Great loft ball there by the Hornets. Fortunately for the Bears, it falls harmlessly, but and we've got a foul on the Lady Hornets as Festervin, fighting for position, wins the battle, gets tossed to the ground, but Bears will maintain possession. They get a free kick. Looks like Sophia Diamond will be taking this one. Big boom into the middle. Hattie Person there to try to maintain possession. Does not, though. Stripped away from it by Kenzie Wall, who has just been an absolute menace for the Bears here in the first half. If you're the Bears, you really got to wonder, what do we do to avoid her at all costs? Now, the Bears do like to use that right side of their formation to really drive their offense. They can come back to the left side, but right now, if I were the Bears, whatever side Kemp is on or Wall is, I'm going the opposite way. And that'll be a goal kick for the Bears. And that looks like that's Carice Bennett checking back in for the Bears. Cope with the kick. Festervin settles. Grogan, nice tic-tac-toe pass there. Little heavy. And stripped away by Callie Kemp. Good defense by Sophia Diamond there. But it is a Maumelle throw-in. Guessing that ball went all the way out. Couldn't tell from here. But here you go. Madison Munson, big throw in. Defended easily by Grogan, but it falls to Maumelle in the box. That's the danger zone, and you like to see that. Just get that thing out of there. And then this is when Sylvan Hills can go to work. If they can get a little space, if they can just get a couple of their folks on the loose, they can certainly wreak a little havoc. Looks like that ball was mishit by Diamond, and Maumelle settles it. Great use of the body there by Lainey White. And the Bears are trying to get off and running. Touch just seems to be lacking this evening. Didn't need a lot of touch there. As we get the big boom, keeper comes out for Maumelle. Gets it out of there, back at midfield, where, again, Sylvan Hills has struggled mightily to get anything. Great pass there. Good setup by Emma Browning. And that's Callie Kemp with the cut back in and cleared out by Lainey White. So Maumelle definitely on the forefoot here. So far in this game, not a lot of opportunities allowed by Maumelle. But again, they are just wreaking havoc in the midfield for the Bears. They are not really allowing them any time, any space. And you have to tend to be a little nervous there if you're a Bears fan. When you start dribbling into the middle, especially when you're in your own box. Make you perk up on your seat just a little bit.
Yeah, and it does seem like Maumelle's probably made it about 75-25 been possessing the ball at this point. So the fact that it's still 0-0 is credit to Sylvan Hills.
But we've got an opportunity here. Oh! And that is Callie Kemp for Maumelle. And if you're a Bears fan, you just had to know It was only a matter of time before Maumelle squeaked one in. And that was the moment. So 12:29 left here in the first half. Maumelle starts the scoring. Callie Kemp, great shot, going top shelf right where the missus keeps the peanut butter. And the Lady Hornets take a 1-0 lead.
I think I will just stay shut up. I feel like that was a bit of an announcer's jinx.
Never fails, does it? Never fails,
Never
right? As you
fails.
point something out. Oh, man. Here we go.
You're a no-hitter in baseball or, consecutive free throws in basketball, the announcer jinx, or field goal kicks in football.
Oh, never fails, does it?
Never fails. So Sylvan Hills does kick off here again.
And we've got a keeper change here for the Lady Hornets. Looks like that is Monica Hardaway now in for them. Now she's wearing number 0, but that just looks like that is their generic number 4. Their keepers. Listed as number 15 on their roster, but back there in net now for the Lady Hornets. And that ball somehow staying in bounds. And Lainey White there to slow things down and clear, at least for the time being. Not quite enough mustard there on that pass for Carice Bennett. Maumelle with the throw in, and that is Emma Browning. Good send for her. Fortunately for the Bears, it goes out of bounds, results in the goal kick. Bit of a miss hit there by Cope. Falls to Grogan. Gets it to Bennett. Big switch there. Got a little space, but that space clogged up really quickly. You would have liked to have seen him maybe switch it back there to Festivan, as she had a little space to work with, but space at a premium for the Bears. Oh, and Kemp just rolls right past that Bears defense. Grogan there on the backup. And Browning offside. It was close. It was close, but that little bit of a whoopsie bounce really helped out the Bears on that drive there. And Cope will send it away. Now, for Sylvan Hills, you might want to see her maybe pass that one out of the back. It does seem they're allowing that left defense to have a little space. So I would like to see that going forward, maybe instead of just bombing away to the middle, where Maumelle has give you some issues so far this evening. Maybe change it up. Maybe just work it out of the backfield a little bit. Right there, that is number 7, Macy Copeland. Sophia Diamond passing it to the middle, but not sure if Cope got a piece of that, or they giving that to her. Well, they are saying she is. Refs getting on the same. Oh, they've taken it back. So at this point, I'm not sure what the call is. All right, appears it was a goal kick. And there you see it. Bears maybe coming out a little bit. You'd like to see a little better touch there from Diamond. But the Bears do survive a little pressure, at least for now. Maumelle on the corner, and that will be Kemp taking the corner. Now, if you're the Bears, you definitely do have to mark up. You've got to watch Browning and Kemp. Those are going to be your two dangerous ones, as you see Kemp there running in. And the Bears do get it away, and this is where the Bears can definitely take advantage on the counter. They do have that speed. They do have that athleticism. Just can't seem to get one through, however. And Maumelle countering the counter. Great through ball there Cope coming out. Excellent play all around there. She clears it out of harm's way. Maumelle with the throw. Initially ruled a goal kick, but then the referee overrides himself. Gives the corner to Maumelle. Kemp will set up over there. Now, another thing I'd like to see a little more aggression out of Cope, especially with those floating corner kicks coming in. Like to see her get out there and maybe just punch that one away. Give your defense a chance to maybe regroup. But again, there's two that you really have to look forward to. And somehow that one makes it all the way through. Foul given to Maumelle, and Sylvan Hills will get the free kick. It's those line drives that you really have to worry about, especially when you go back post. So far, it seems like everybody gets caught ball watching maybe a little bit, just sort of watching the action instead of being a part of the action. Fortunately for the Bears, it's only resulted in the one goal so far, but not necessarily from any kind of corner kick, but that is something to maybe watch on the corners being defended going forward. Copeland not using her hands. I did mention that earlier. The deflection there by her right onto the feet of number 12. That's Emma Browning. Had a great look at it, just barely missed, resulting in a goal kick for the Bears. Bears seeming to change their strategy coming out of the back on the goal kicks. Do want to go for someone that's slower build up. They're just lacking the touch right now. The ball bouncing on them. They can't seem to settle it on their feet right now. It does seem like they are panicking a little bit as it goes on, but Maumelle is definitely bringing the pressure right now. And Sylvan Hills just doing their best to basically just survive. But here they are on the break, and they just need to fight through. Now that is number 15, Lucia Festervin, over there, working it just a little bit. Or check that. That was number 16, Bella Osborne. Miss hit by Maumelle. Giving the Bears a little bit of a light there. Couldn't take advantage, though. Falls to Browning, and again, once you get a couple of them away, Cope having to come way out of the net there. A little too heavy on the touch there, but Callie Kemp held up her run just long enough. Great long ball, just a little too much on it, resulting in nothing there for Maumelle. But they have played a lot of time here on the eastern half of Sylvan Hills territory. And that is a foul there on Grogan. Sylvan Hills with the free kick. Did kind of wait for a little bit of the advantage. None given by Maumelle. That is why we now have a free kick. 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. Maumelle up 1-0 on the Bears. Bears just looking to maybe just generate a little something. You like to see them maybe get a shot on goal. Just make their keeper work just a little bit. Haven't really had much to do back there for either keeper. Again, that's Monica Hardaway in for them. Kennedy Jones started the game. Easy pickings there for Hardaway. Ball away. Kemp and Diamond, I got it, you take it. Falls down, neither one of them touched it, so results in a throw-in for the Bears. Couple of subs here for the Lady Hornets, and we are ready. Grogan with a nice turnaround. Just can't seem to get through that Maumelle defensive back line to generate any kind of passing or space or really much of anything. That was number 32, Amaya Harness, trying to get a little physical. Maumelle just on the front foot once again, results in another corner. And again, that three-headed trio of Emma Browning, Ella Fury, and Kenzie Wall just wreaking havoc, or excuse me, Callie Kemp, just wreaking havoc on the Bears' back line defense right now. And really working it through the midfield, too. They have just dominated all sides. Falls down, cleared out by Macy Copeland. Bears avert disaster here towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left in the first half, you just want to play defense as well as you can here and go into the half with just a 1-0 deficit.
Yeah, especially if you're on the forefront here. Nifty shot there by number 8, Hallie Cook. Bears coming away.
You did mention that Maumelle's more likely to hurt us in the middle, and that's what they're trying to do whenever they get those corner kicks.
Absolutely. Cope way out of her net, leaving it wide open. Fortunately, well, the crisis was averted there momentarily, but a couple of fortunate bounces fall to the foot of number 8, Hallie Cook. And with about a minute and a half left in the first half, Bears now down 2-0. Not the way you want to go into the half. I know, Will, you were just kind of mentioning it. You just want to play out the half. Just avoid disaster, especially the way the half is gone. And that's probably worst case scenario.
Yeah, I'm muting my mic. Both times I've said something about the defense, and they give up a score. So I'm done. I'll see you on the flip side.
Maybe work that magic the other way. Oh, Maumelle should maybe not do much here. Clock not running, though. We got to wake our guy up over here.
Maybe we need to put him on the broadcast.
There you go.
Keep him engaged. He can't be worse than me.
Yeah. Ref not doing much to help us out here in the box, but, that's all right. Maumelle with the free kick. Kemp with the big, and I told you, she's got a big leg.
A good aggression there by Sylvan Hills to smother that attempt.
Madison Munson doing her best to get around Sophia Diamond there. Nothing doing. They do get the throw in. Quick throw in. And right now, if you're the Bears, you want to get that thing out of the middle, especially with Kemp coming in. Because, again, we saw her big leg, and she can use it. Now, if you're the Lady Bears, you maybe want to try. I say it. And then the rush attack is thwarted. But then they've got something cooking here. 2-on-1, unfortunately, off. And we've got just enough time here. This will be the first corner kick for the Lady Bears tonight. They are going to have to get to this one expeditiously as time is now running out, and it doesn't look like they're going to get much of anything off in time. And that is now the end of the first half. So with that, Bears 0, Lady Hornets 2. And if you're the Bears, I probably don't want to be in the huddle right now because I'm sure that will be a rousing speech given by Coach Greg and Coach Mike over there on the opposite from us sideline. Again, Lady Bears down 2-0 here to the Lady Hornets of Maumelle. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with you guys here in just a few minutes. You're listening to Sylvan Hills Lady Bears Soccer here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, brought to you by the Natural States Sports Network.
PCSSD is a family-like environment. There's always smiling faces. There's greeting in the morning, in the afternoon. They get a lot of involvement, not just parent involvement, student involvement, staff involvement, and I love all of that. I chose PCSSD because I was zoned here, but what made me stay was the support that we receive as a family.
And the best part about the day is my son come home with a smile on his face, that he enjoyed school and excelled in the classroom. It's real big to our family.
You should choose PCSSD because of the great teachers, the great staff, and the opportunities that your child will have to further their education, their social development, and basically just their lives. My kids are getting a great education. They are getting great opportunities to be involved in sports and extracurricular activities in the community. I believe that for our family, we chose the best possible school when we chose PCSSD. If I were to do it all over again, I wouldn't do anything any differently.
And welcome back here. Sylvan Hills Sports Network. Big match tonight. Lady Bears of Sylvan Hills hosting the Lady Hornets of Maumelle. A bit of a hill to climb now for the Lady Bears. They've dug quite a hole here as they are down 2-0 here at the onset of the second half. Do want to pass along some corrections. I got some bad info here. Let's go back through the standings here. Now you're 1-2 still PA and Christian. So let's not get it twisted. Christian sitting at 6-0 in conference play. Pulaski Academy at 5-0. And then we have a bit of a log jam with Maumelle, Sylvan Hills, and Valonia all sitting at 2-2. BB at 2-3. Jacksonville 2-3. And Eastham and Parkview 0-4 and 0-5 respectively. So as it currently sits, Sylvan Hills the 4 seed. But right now, it's not looking good for the home team. And this would be a huge match win for Maumelle. Would not only knock Sylvan Hills down a peg, it would put them above 500 in conference play. And also, when it comes to tiebreakers and things of that nature going forward, should it come to that, they will definitely have the upper hand. See if Sylvan Hills comes out, makes any adjustments here in the second half. Again, going left to right on your screen now, so that is west to east, with Maumelle looking right into that sun. So maybe that was part of the strategy. I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to do that in the second half, thinking, hey, if we can just survive and advance, get to the second half, maybe tied, maybe could use that sun to your advantage. Well, now they better start peppering, and that is for sure. As we have got 40 minutes to settle this one, Maumelle will get the ball to lead things off here And we are underway in the second half.
Yeah, I think they need to push it up the left side more in this half.
You'd like to see a little more control from the Lady Bears, regardless of which side they push it up on. But I'm with you. I think that left side, wide open.
Because in the first half, it was the right side they were able to get more traction on, coming up the side and everything to get their offense trying to get some better shots. But so now we're going to have to focus on that right side. And Maumelle's content to let us push it on the opposite side, as in the first half they had a lot of success in playing defense on that side.
Ball out on Maumelle there. Number 2, Elena Flackle. And off Maumelle once again. Cam Smith there on the putout. Sylvan Hills with another throw, so already off to a much better start here as they are on the offensive side of the field. Looking to maybe make a little noise, just put something on net, make their keeper work a little bit. This is Grogan driving in, tries to cross it up. Not a lot on it, but also not a lot of other players in the vicinity to even make an attempt on that ball. Ball drops a few times there on the punt. And you see Sylvan Hills kind of working the outsides a little more. And that one got through a little bit. Everybody looked a little surprised that one got through.
Yeah, you definitely want to work on use your speed advantage out here.
Absolutely. Lucia Festervin there on the attempt. But Maumelle regains control.
Is that Kemp from Maumelle, number 6?
That is Callie Kemp.
She seems to be their all-star player on defense.
She is wreaking havoc right now. Sophia Diamond looking like she's having some difficulty. I don't know if it's a shoe issue or if she's a little dinged up, maybe got a knock.
Ooh.
Festivin there. Maybe a little bit of a message sent on that one. Didn't look like much of a play on the ball. Kind of surprised she didn't get a yellow, but maybe not hard enough to pull the card out. Maybe a little bit of a talking to, like maybe want to settle down a little bit.
I bet if it happens again, she gets one.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Nonetheless, Maumelle the free kick. Now, that's Cynthia Diaz up front. We didn't hear much of her in the first half, as it was more Browning, Kemp, and Wall. But they do seem to be that they're playing a little further back, maybe not being quite as aggressive on the early on. Maumelle throwing the ball in. Referee signaling, haha, not your throw. Should be the Sylvan Hills throw, and they will get their opportunity here. But I will say, I do wonder if maybe they'll sit back on defense a little more, maybe be a little more defensive-minded in this half instead of going on the attack, just not allowing Sylvan Hills to build up an attack. Sylvan Hills just sorting out who's actually going to make the throw here. Throw away, and again, for the Lady Bears, the touch just hasn't been there. Just seems to be a little clunky on the feet so far. Bears battling, though. I'd venture to say if they can get one here in about the next 10 minutes, by the 25-minute mark, then we've got ourselves a game. Sylvan Hills with their second corner of the game, much earlier than the last one, as the last half, they had a corner in the waning seconds of the half. Couldn't really do much with it, but we'll see if they can do something here. Now, if it's anything like they had a little bit ago, not a lot of folks coming up. So I do wonder if they will maybe crash the box a little bit. They're going for the short corner here. With the cross. Beelan taking a shot there.
You see
and I don't mean she was the one kicking it. Boy, she took it right to the face.
Yeah, you see the aggression from Maumelle helping them out there in the middle.
Things a little clogged up there in the middle. Again, if you're Sylvan Hills, maybe want to try to work the wings a little better. Now, obviously, when balls are just kind of flying around, you do what you can. And really, at this point, if I'm Sylvan Hills, I am shooting at will. If we get into any kind of position within the 18-yard box, or if you get, I guess to put it in football terms here on your screen, if you get within the 10-yard line, let it rip. Because that sun will definitely play to your advantage. And again, if I'm Sylvan Hills, I'm trying to use that to my advantage. Having a tough time getting anything going, getting anything established here. But it is a free kick for the Bears.
And they are playing much more on their end of the pitch.
Absolutely.
So far, so that's positive.
Put that thing on net and just let the chaos ensue. That one somehow gets through. Technically, I guess, a shot on goal, but a harmless shot on goal. Grogan with the ball now, carrying, sends it to Beelan. Is that in the box? That should be a PK? Or is he going to call it right outside? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. He's having no discussions.
That's like inches outside the box, isn't it? I mean,
I will politely disagree with the assessment there.
that is what you call a game of inches.
The side judge coming up for something.
Maybe he's saying, hey, it's a penalty kick. No, just kidding.
Not sure what the issue there was. Looks like number 6, Hattie Pearson, coming on. She was checking back in, so I guess she got dinged up. I totally missed that, but we'll see if Grogan can put it in the net here. If I'm her, I'm going right side top 90. She tries to go top 90! Hit that gritty, girlfriend! Grogan with a heck of a shot. Cuts the lead in half. 8 minutes into the second half, we have got a new ball game. I told him, Will, we've got it on tape. If they can score before 25,
there's a great chance.
We are going to have ourselves a game. So as we like to say in sports, a ball don't lie. Should have been a PK, in my humble opinion. Was not awarded. But it all worked out in the end.
So what's the difference in the shot she had there on goal versus a PK?
Well, PK, you would have taken it from the spot, which, give or take about 8 yards out. A lot of times a bit of a layup.
Okay.
But sometimes you get the yips. Sometimes you make a great save, whatever the case might be. Whereas that one, right on the outside of the box. So, heck of a shot. That was about an 18-yard hit. Opposite corner. Top 90, great shot. Much needed, too, I might add. So it definitely changes the vibe on this game. I will be interested to see how Maumelle might change their strategy. Sylvan Hills changing their strategy by being a little more aggressive to the ball. That midfield looks to be a lot more active so far here in the second half. They do look like they're passing the ball a little more. Maybe they just needed a bit of a charge. Grogan getting the advantage. That was going to be a foul, but referee awarding the advantage. Maumelle clears it out. Maumelle now on their heels. And so far in this half, you haven't heard me say much about Kemp. You haven't heard me say much about Browning. You haven't heard me say much about Wall. At least from a Maumelle side of things. Now, as soon as I say that, there's Kemp on the clear. Doesn't get much on it.
Maumelle ball or Sylvan Hills ball?
Sylvan Hills ball. We've got a sub wanting to check in. We'll see if the referee awards. Guess he missed it. So Sylvan Hills doing some work there. Great send. Just a bit too long for Hallie Beelan to get a hold of. And that's something you didn't see right there in the first half. Bears being a little more aggressive to it.
Yeah,
you like to see them challenge. And basically you got to know, hey, Maumelle is going to focus on 17, on 12, and on 6.
Yeah.
So as long as you can account for those 3, by and large, you're going to be all right. But as soon as I say that, Riley Allen steps up into it. Leaves it there. Oh, and then the back post wide open. She doesn't see it. She doesn't see it. That was Izzy Quierte Franco coming in. Wide open. Likely would have been 3-1 had she gotten a clean pass.
Well, for our sake, that didn't happen. And so now we are going to get the ball back.
Grogan checking out for a spell. Diamond coming back in. Grogan has been working it so far here in the second half. So far, she has the lone Sylvan Hills goal. Kemp Cook scoring the 2 goals for Maumelle in the first half. Grogan cutting the lead in half at about the 8-minute mark. Sylvan Hills in a little bit of trouble right now.
Yeah, let's just clear the ball out and get it back on our half of the pitch.
A couple of fortunate bounces there for the Lady Bears. Beelan calling for it. You got to throw it at her feet a little bit, though.
You just can't let Maumelle dictate the pace with their aggressiveness. Match it and keep going.
Exactly. Long shot there by Kemp.
And
Nowhere near the net.
We'll take those shots all night long.
Absolutely. Let them shoot from about the 25-yard line all night long. And if they're fortunate enough to hit one of those,
they deserved it.
Absolutely.
So far, both of their goals have been up close from within 10 yards. So neither one of them have been, because they've had super strong legs and accurate into the goal.
Sylvan Hills in a bit of trouble, and they pay the price for it.
Well,
Number 12, Emma Browning, converting the shot. Couple of unfortunate bounces there for the Bears. Couldn't control it, couldn't clear. And the Lady Hornets pounce on it. And what was a 1-goal lead now doubles. 3-1 Lady Hornets. So Sylvan Hills probably going to have to play a little desperate right now. Maybe take some chances that you might not normally take. Oh, what a send. Browning looking for another one, and she nails it. And just like that, this one is blown wide open for Maumelle. Browning going back-to-back, all within about a minute.
So she's got 3 of their 4 goals, doesn't
She's got 2. She's got half the tallies on the sheet.
I think there you just saw Maumelle's aggressiveness is what got him both of those goals.
Well, and I think, too, a little sloppiness on the Bears' part as Maumelle looking to add another one. And that's kind of what I'm referring to right there. Ball's just getting through. Nobody's getting a foot on it. Blind passes right back out to Kemp. She's looking for the hat trick. Gets tangled up, though. And then Riley Allen gives it a go. Grogan back out there looking to do it herself. That one falls right to the feet of First Evand. Oh, the drop back. Long shot. It gave her some issues. That one gave Hardaway some issues. Fortunately for Maumelle, kicked right at her. I think if you go one side or the other with that one, you might have gotten lucky on that one. Because it did look like Hardaway was staring right into the sun. Sylvan Hills, little heavy there on the send. Couldn't quite get to it. Getting a little physical here now. Nothing too bad, though. Kemp with the big pass. Right to Amaya Harness. And that is Bella Osborne trying to do something with it. Can't really maintain control. And then Grogan in the middle. Get it out wide. First Evand with a long shot. Goes wide. Not a lot on it either. And if you're Sylvan Hills, you can't get too antsy with the shots. You do want to pepper the opposing keeper, but you do want them to be good shots. Checking in now, Kennedy Jones for Maumelle. Also, number 20, Kenley Green. If you heard me say Jones's name earlier, she started the game as the Lady Hornets keeper. Now in there at right back. Browning swarmed by a slew of Bears as soon as she gets the ball there. Nobody really played the ball there. Ref looked like he was going to give a little something, but with nobody playing it, not really sure who to give it to. Maumelle, though, maintains possession. Browning carrying. And that's Allen holding up. Pass a little bit behind number 7, Kiarte Franco. And we've got a sub in for Sylvan Hills. Bella Osborne will check out. Can't quite tell who that is. It does look like that is Karis Bennett. The pinstripes kind of throw me off from distance. They're giving me a hard time up here. I'll see if they were running away from me, it would have been a little easier. Those pinstripes, though, ugh. This will be Madison Munson on the throw for Maumelle. We've got a quick timeout here for a shoe check. Big throw. Amaya Harness settling it. A lot of Bears and not a lot of space. Could be part of the issue here for them in this half. Grogan, though, great defense there. Trying to make something happen. Getting it out wide. Gets the ball back. She's just carrying. Unfortunately, runs into a swarm of Hornets. Not sure why a handball wasn't called. We'll probably call it a natural position. But that was some solid defending there by Elena Flackle for Lady Hornets. Beelan coming in now. JC Rainey playing up. Sending it back across. Settling the ball as she gets it back. Sends it back across again. Not sure if Beelan was trying to tic-tac-toe that pass, but a little too much muster on the pass. Those two didn't seem on the same page there. It looked like Beelan wanted her to keep running down the byline. But unfortunately for the Bears, it goes out of bounds. We have a goal kick. Kemp with a good idea there. Just not the right angle. And that ball played out by Laney White. Maumelle will have the throw. Quick throw by Maumelle. And the quick clear, harmless shot there by Riley Allen, picked up by Cope. So if you're Sylvan Hills at this point, might want to start taking some chances with some of your folks. Maybe push up a little bit, maybe sacrifice a little bit of the defense. J.C. Rainey trying to do things herself. Gets the shot on goal. Not a lot on it. Hardaway picks it up fairly easily. The away crowd, though, still seems to love it. Rainey with some time. It's a race to the ball, and that, yeah. Keeper out of the box, touching the ball, so basically an illegal touch. Should be a free kick at the spot. Or just kidding. Aha, looks like the offsides call got them first. Maumelle catching a break there, as we remember the last time the Bears had a pretty close free kick. Big foul there by number 20. That's Kinley Green. The away fans not too keen on that call. Looked like she did kind of get a little more hip on her than going for the ball. Although she did touch the ball. Looks like the body made contact first, at least from where I'm sitting. Grogan with the big kick. That should be a corner. It is awarded the corner. If I'm the keeper, if you're right there on the post, maybe just let that one go. So we'll see if Sylvan Hills can take advantage of the Maumelle miscue by Hardaway. They do appear to be very pushed up. Allen, the lone Maumelle. And it is chaos. Hardaway barely got a tip on it. Didn't seem to have control. Ball kind of bounced for a moment. Unfortunately for the Bears, they couldn't get a foot onto it. Big play by Kemp. Or check that, that's Kenzie Wall, excuse me. Playing it to Browning. Big clear by Cope. The race is on. And Sylvan Hills maintains it. Dribbled out of bounds by Grogan, unfortunately. Or excuse me, that's not Grogan, that's Hattie Person. J.C. Rainey with the nice move, going to the outside. Bears trying to make a run here. And Rainey looking to attempt the cross. Couldn't get a lot onto it. And unfortunately for the Bears, it is out for a goal kick. Ball there for the winning for the Bears. Hattie Person with a shot. I wouldn't call that a shot on goal. Also falls harmlessly to Hardaway. The big boot there by Harness. And not much doing for the Bears right now. Hardaway, a little bit of a misplay there. Rainey on it. Gets around. Drops it to Beelan. Gets the ball back. Goes for the shot. Tried to go for that top corner. I like the idea. Almost had Hardaway playing it again. But unfortunately for the Bears, she decided to let that one go. And it's a goal kick. Beelan with the pass to Person. Person looking like she wants to let it ride. Gets it out to Rainey. Rainey delivers it back. Couldn't quite get anything on it. Good defense there by Flackle. Just not allowing much of a shot on net there. Harness with the booty bump there. Kemp just looking to get it out of their defensive zone. Harness there to get it back. Rainey back in the middle. Didn't really get much on it. And it's a Sylvan Hills throw. Jay Burr, Will Watkins with you here. Sylvan Hills hosting the Lady Hornets of Maumelle on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. 4-1 our score. Just under 14 minutes left in this one. Bears with quite the hill to climb if they are looking to get back into this one. And if they are, they might want to start doing something now when it comes to that. Rainey with the throw in. Beelan in the box. Cleared out by Maumelle. And that will be a corner.
Yeah, the Bears, you saw a pep in their step after they scored that goal and made it just a 2-1 Maumelle lead. And then Maumelle, just with their aggression and, like you said earlier, some sloppy play by the Lady Bears, was able to get a quick 2 goals, and it's set at 4-1 for quite a bit of this second half now, and you just don't see any type of that pep in the step from the Bears right now.
Yeah, as the minutes tick away, they seem to be accepting their fate. But this is why you play the game. Weird stuff happens. Just that there's 13 left. Grogan looking for the corner, trying to get a spark. Not a lot of loft into it. Oh, and Harness maybe should have let that one go. And unfortunately for Lady Bears, it is now a Maumelle throw-in. So just quickly recapping our scoring here. Kemp opened it up about 22 minutes into the first half, followed by Cook, making it a 2-0 lead just before halftime. And then Grogan with a firecracker of a shot to cut that lead into half. But then 4 and 5 minutes later, Emma Browning going 1-2 with it. Gives us our current score of 4-1. We have been sitting on this one for quite some time now. Bears have been a lot more threatening in the second half than they were in the first, but just can't seem to quite find that finishing touch or to get a shot that is dangerous or causes any chaos. As you can see, Grogan there taking the tough angle shot, but really not yielding a lot of power behind that shot. Maumelle clearing it out of danger. Sylvan Hills with a very high press now from their defense. And it seems to be working. It was there. I saw it. I saw that one. Looks like Sophia Diamond out there on the left side was calling for the ball, just could not get it in stride. And Maumelle now with something working. Browning to Kemp. Kemp with a shot on net. Easy save there by Cope. Didn't get a lot on it. Didn't get a lot of angle to it. Great punt there by Cope. Oh, well, that one gave us the business a little more than you maybe would have felt comfortable doing. Long distance shot by Wall. Didn't even look like much of a shot, just kind of more of a clearing and time wasting shot. And again, for whatever reason, Cope not using her hands on that one, misplayed the backspin, results in a corner kick now for the Lady Hornets. A couple of subs coming in now for the Lady Hornets. That's number 1, Riley Allen. Number 21, Ambria Culler. And the seconds are steady ticking, which if you're Maumelle, you've got to be just thrilled to death by. Cope misplaying that ball just a little bit, gets it out of harm's way, and the ball is cleared. Unfortunately for the Bears, nobody up front or up top trying to play that one. Harness now gets it to Grogan. Grogan looking like she's going to do it herself. Plays a little back and forth. That is a foul that's left on the pitch for whatever reason. Didn't have the advantage. So not sure what our boss dear didn't see, but we play on. Good 1-2 game there by Person and Grogan. Grogan with a nice cutback. Sharp angle shot. Diamond looks like she was feeding it out to the left side. Unfortunately, Grogan had already vacated the area, but she gets the ball back. And she is just taking on the whole darn Maumelle defense at this point. Well, our ref deciding to get a hold of that whistle after all now. Clearly a foul. Sylvan Hills with the free kick. Bella Osborne feeding it back. Was a good idea, just didn't get a whole lot on it there, trying to get it back out onto the left wing. And if I'm Maumelle, I'm just content to let Kemp get a hold of it in a little bit of space and just send it on to the other end. Not even trying to worry about offense at this point.
Yeah, just trying to keep the ball out of Sylvan Hills' hand as much as possible here, or off their feet.
That's right. But that does leave you susceptible here. 2-on-1. Not really sure why.
Lucky break there.
Not sure why Lainey White didn't really go for the clear. I saw what she was doing, allowing Cope to try to come up to get it. But Cope not interested in coming out to play that one. Subbing out here now for Maumelle. Ivy Beck checking back into the game. Just a little over 6 minutes left here in this one. Maumelle leading 4-1 over Sylvan Hills. A little back and forth there results in not much as Allen now has control. Kemp, why not give it a go from deep? Tries to switch it back. And Grogan is away. Great send there. She's onside. Is the touch a little too heavy there for Diamond? Oh, unfortunately, just gave herself just a little too much space. And it yields no attempt. Maumelle with control now. That's Cam Smith. Maumelle just kind of slowing down the game here as they're just trying to see it out at this point. Up 4-1. Under 5 minutes left. You have to imagine Sylvan Hills doesn't have 3 goals in them here in a 4-minute span. And that is Ambria Color just taking it to the corner. Bit of a frustration kick there by Karis Bennett. Had time, had a little space. But you can see the frustration in that one being sent away. Sent out by Sylvan Hills. We'll do another throw in. So unfortunately for the Bears, this will drop them in the standings. We're not sure what's going on with Valonia this evening, so we'll just assume that they'll lose just for the sake of argument here. And that'll drop them down now to the 4 seed. Sylvan Hills currently with the tiebreaker over Valonia. But now not having that tiebreaker currently over Maumelle, which could play a big role come later in the season, especially when we're talking about playoff seedings and potentials such as that. So now the standings will look like Little Rock Christian Academy sitting at 6-0, obviously pending results this evening. Pulaski Academy sitting at 5-0. Those two likely duking it out for the conference crown, but then Maumelle now moving to 3-2. Sylvan Hills dropping to 2-3. And then, depending on results of the evening, Valonia currently sitting at 2-2, BB at 2-3, Jacksonville also 2-3, and then East Em at 0-4, Parkview 0-5.
I'll just help you update you there since I've not been much help otherwise.
Oh, no.
But,
We need that behind-the-scenes stuff.
Bologna's beating East Em, or they beat East Em tonight 10-1. So,
ouch. Ooh,
yeah,
10 to
so
ooh.
they'll be.
All right, so they will move to 3-2. That now pushes Sylvan Hills out of the top 4, out of the playoffs, but there's still plenty of season to go, so no need to panic just yet, Lady Bear fans. But this is definitely one of those ones, if it does come down to it in the end, you look back at games like this and have to wonder, man, what went wrong for us in this one? And I'll tell you, part of what went wrong was Emma Browning. The quick 2 goals is probably the dagger in this game, and this was coming on the heels of Sylvan Hills scoring their goal in this game, cutting the lead in half, 2-1 at the time. But then 2 quick goals by Emma Browning, all within about a minute and a half of each other, changed the face of this game, giving us our current score 4-1. So again, just to recap the scoring here, Callie Kemp opened us up 22 minutes into the first half. And then Hallie Cook made it a 2-0 game just before the half. So you had to think that was a bit of a killer as well. As Riley Smith trying to make something out of nothing there. Grogan giving it back to her. Send it in. Smith a little hesitant on it. And Grogan scores. Or was that Bella? That was Bella Osborne. Check that. So I guess when it comes down to goal differential, it looks a little better on the scoreboard as the score is now 4-2. But going back through the scoring, Callie Kemp opened it up 22 minutes in. Emma Cook just before the end of the first half. And then Riley Grogan, or Addison Grogan, excuse me. I'm not sure what I'm talking about here. Addison Grogan put the Bears on the board 8 minutes into the second half, giving a little bit of life, a little bit of hope. But then Emma Browning in the 12th and 13th minutes, scoring 2 quick succession, gave us a 4-1 score. And then Bella Osborne just moments ago, getting 4-2. Kemp down on the ground. Can't tell if it was a bit of a cramp. Maybe they bumped knees a little bit. We've got an offsides call here. But that will run us out as we have a final score now. 4-2. The Lady Hornets of Maumelle come down to Sylvan Hills Stadium here and pull off the W. So big-time standings implications here. Again, Maumelle now going up to 3rd place in the 5A Central Conference. Sylvan Hills now dropping to 5th.
Well, the good news is you still play them again, and
they do get another crack at them.
Still a lot of season left to go, so it's just the 5th conference game of the season, so you've got quite a bit of season left to go. So just refocus and get back out on the pitch and take care of business against everyone else.
That's right. Now, so not quite doom and gloom for the season, but doom and gloom on this wonderful Tuesday evening. Again, the Sylvan Hills Lady Bears fall 4-2 to the Lady Hornets of Maumelle. Coming up, we will have boys action here in probably about 15 to 20 minutes. So if you just want to stick around here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, we will be bringing you the Sylvan Hills Bears against the Maumelle Hornets on the boys' side of things as we get cleared off here, give them a chance to warm up here. But that will do it here for the girls' game. Again, the Lady Bears fall to the Lady Hornets of Maumelle 4-2. For Will Watkins, I am Jay Burr. You've been listening to the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, brought to you in part by the Natural States Sports Network. Again, stick around. We've got the boys coming up here in about 15, 20 minutes, and we will see you on the other side.